Welcome to episode 3 of my pregnancy journey. We are week 18 now, and for those of you who don't want to count, that's 4 and a bit months. And I'm just gonna say it. It's been really enjoyable. I feel bad saying that because I know for a lot of people it's not, and I expected it to be living hell, but I've loved it. I've loved the physical changes. I've loved the weird things that are going on because it's also foreign and new. It's a new chapter of my life and it's so exciting. Today, I really wanted to get into my training and just a couple of little fun facts. Let's start with just my journey so far, where I'm at 18 weeks. Last week, I felt movement, not even kidding. I was lying in bed. I'm like, what was that? And so I put my hand here and then I felt it again, like a definite movement. It was like there was 2 big marbles under my skin. It was like, doo-doo. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm lying there by myself because Chris is working late night shifts. And then these little tears just came down my eyes and it was just amazing because it's like, oh, he's alive, he's moving, and you just feel so connected. Then about 2 nights later, I felt it again and it went for about a minute of just like dun dun, dun dun. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's kicking his little legs. He's like, hey man, just having a party in there. It was like, by that point, little tears are like, oh, so happy, so exciting. You can see the belly is now protruding a fair bit. Still not sure if I look pregnant yet. To be honest, I thought at 4 months pregnant it would be far more obvious, but I don't think that's for another like 10 or so weeks. So let's continue the awkward phase. Weird body things. This is where we get into some oversharing. Is what it is. I wish people would talk about this stuff more so I knew what was ahead of me. Now, I did know some weird stuff goes on with your nipples, but probably 2 months ago, I was like, what is that white stuff? And there was this like little white flakes like in like the center of the nipple. And like I literally got some tweezers and picked it out and I was like, oh my gosh, it just came. And then I was listening to a podcast and it's an actual thing. Like it's legit a thing where it's just early production of colostrum, which is in breast milk. It's kind of weird. Anyway, that's happening. And yes, my nipples are bigger and they are darker. And there's these weird and wonderful things going on. And I'm like, well, there goes my cute, tiny little nipples. Apparently they go back to normal after, who knows? The fun fact that I learned is there's a condition called pica where pregnant women crave weird stuff like dirt, ice, couch foam, hand soap, like really messed up shit that people aren't supposed to eat. And it's caused from deficiencies. Most commonly iron deficiencies and just nutritional deficiencies. So look, I guess I do look after myself with food, with my nutrition, so that could explain why I didn't have weird cravings. But imagine eating couch foam. Training. Now I'm excited to say my energy has really lifted this week. I didn't really notice too much of a decline in energy as a whole. But now that I feel really good, I can tell there was a drop in energy. And it was more like, while I was doing a set of squats or a set of something, I was tiring out very quickly in the set, which was very foreign to me. And then this week, I feel back to normal. I'm so stoked. Now I've taken back squats out of my training because they feel weird. It doesn't sit well with me. Like they feel abnormally hard, so they're gone. Meanwhile, front squats are okay. Running, back in the picture. Tried it out again this week and I don't feel like I'm gonna pee my pants. It was just like a 1 week thing. Training's pretty much just as it always has been. There's certain things I will remove completely, like burpees if I'm doing a CrossFit session. because I think the impact of this in the floor, look, obvious reasons, right? So no more burpees. Took out pull-ups a while ago, and I'm still doing handstand work. I've been doing that stuff for so long, it's safe for me. So until it feels weird, I'll just keep doing it. Now, my training program is basically 4 days a week of weights, to upper to lower. They go for maybe an hour, 90 minutes, give or take. And then one CrossFit session per week. That's usually a Saturday thing because it's a partner workout. Me and Chris go along to CrossFit and it's just a fun time. So that is my training as a whole. It's definitely dialed back from what it was 4 or 5 months ago. But I will keep training all the way through. Nutrition. I am tracking loosely because I can't gauge my hunger right now. You know, some days I am ravenous and other days I'll get to dinner and I'm like, I can't eat all of this. So I'm roughly between 2,500 and 3,000 calories, and it's very much based off how I feel. I can feel fine and then boom, like this severe hunger doesn't just creep on. Boom, hungry, get the food in now. That sometimes it's like 3 a.m. There have been times I've gotten up and had some bread in the middle of the night because that hunger is just so intense. So I'm otherwise eating as per normal. Nothing has really changed in my diet except removing those foods I spoke about in the last episode. The only thing I could really complain about at the moment is apparently it's called early morning insomnia. Now, I thought it was just me. I've been waking up at like 3 or 4 a.m. just wide awake. It's just like my brain is like, and it's actually very annoying because I want to sleep. Podcast told me it's actually a thing. It's another pregnancy thing. There we go. That's me at 18 weeks. Everything is going great. I'm still so excited about what's to come. This cute little belly is getting bigger. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Always open to hearing your input and your journey. And if there's anything that you're curious about and want to know, just let me know and I'll include it in the next episode. Thanks, guys.